Hello, welcome to our first English video here on this channel, AudioVision News. Today we're going to be unboxing this product from BenQ, which they have kindly sent to us to unbox, which is the ScreenBar e-reading lamp. Before we go ahead and look what's inside the box, we'll just look at the product art. Now on the front here we can see a lovely picture of the actual lamp, and on the back of this product we can see there are the 3 steps of installation, clearly marked with A, B and C. First of all, we've got a clamp which gets put onto the lamp itself to attach it to the monitor. In the second picture, we've got an illustration of how the lamp gets mounted to the monitor. And in the third picture, we've got a demonstration of the power supply, which in this case is a USB port. Now, let's open this up and see what's inside. We've already gone through the measure of opening this box by just cutting through these plastic tabs, and first of all we'll just remove this sleeve to reveal the actual box. Inside the box there's a cover that you have to lift up, and underneath the cover is the actual product. First of all, we've got this piece of paper which unfortunately is in a language that I cannot read, so I'm afraid I can't tell you what it says. And now we've got the actual box with the individual products. First of all, we've got the mount, and it feels quite heavy. It's got a countering weight for the lamp, and it just makes sure that the lamp actually stays on the monitor. But we'll show you later how that gets installed. Second of all, we've got a USB cable, which is the power source for the lamp itself. And finally, we've got the lamp, and it's protected again in a kind of sleeve. And straight away, I'm noticing that this is made out of some sort of metal and feels quite high quality. Now we're just going to have a quick look on how to install this product. First of all, we've got to put together this counterweight with the lamp itself, and to do that there is a little notch back here, and that has to line up with the USB port. So we just put that in like this, and then it just slides in and it's locked in there. Now we have a USB cable that's again packed in another piece of plastic foil, and it's a flat cable that fits perfectly into the said USB port. And now we can put this onto a monitor. And we're just going to put a monitor on here, and then we'll be right back. Now to install the lamp, we just get this counterweight, and as you can see it can move this back weight, and there's a latch right here, and that latch has to sync up with the front of the monitor, and then the back just slips right in place and holds it nice and tight. And you just have to kind of look that it's in the middle, and then you're set and ready to go. Obviously you have to plug in the USB port either into a power brick or into a PC, or if your monitor supports it, into a USB port on your monitor, and then you can turn on the lamp. We're going to plug this in and get an image up on this monitor because we're really interested to see if there's actually any reflection visible on the monitor itself, because that would be pretty distracting. And yes, we're just very keen to see if that is a problem here or not. Before we go ahead and turn these lights down so we can actually see the light working, I would just like to explain the 4 buttons that this product has. Now, one is obviously to turn the light on and off. The one next to that is to go from an automatic mode to a manual mode. And the feature is that this light has a sensor built in which can detect the ambient light around you, and it can adjust the light intensity and also the color temperature accordingly. And that obviously makes a lot of sense if there's a lot of change in the room. But if you find that the sensor isn't giving you the results you're looking for, you can always go in the manual mode and change these settings yourself. And that's what the buttons on this side are for. On one hand, we've obviously got one to change the color temperature from a more cool to warm or other way around. And we've also got a brightness control with which we can turn the light on, more intense and also less intense. With the lights turned down, we can now see that when I press this button, the light will go on. With the button right next to there, we can, like I said, toggle through manual and automatic mode. We're just going to stick to manual right now so we can have a little bit of fun with the other settings. To the far right of me, we have the button to change the lightness of the actual light. And if we just hold that, that will then lower or higher the actual intensity of the light itself, so we can just fine tune to whatever we would like. And with the button right next to there, we can actually change the color temperature. Right now we're changing to a much bluer sort of tint of the light, and depending on which room you're in and what colored lights you've got around you, that may be very helpful to just adjust to your surroundings. And yes, so with these abilities, we can now really just fine tune to the exact light that we need. And also, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that there are no reflections on the monitor, and you can fine adjust this light ever so slightly, and you can just tilt the light so it doesn't actually hit the monitor, so it just hits right in front of the monitor, which is a really nice feature, and I can really appreciate that. The first impressions of this light is it's very nice, it's relatively high quality, and the build, all in the concept is very nice, and it actually does what it says. It doesn't reflect on the monitor, and it produces a lot of light in front of the monitor, so it's really good if you have some analog books in front of you that you're working with, and you also have your PC running, and you're kind of doing both things, and you don't want any reflections in your monitor. This is a really great option from BenQ, and yes, all in all, it really has a very good first impression. I hope you really liked this first English video here on this channel. If you're hyped, please like and subscribe our channel, and we will be sure to keep on uploading great content to this channel.